The 3DS, a portable console which I believe can rival my favourite portable system, the Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance had a mix of excellent ports and some original exclusive, which is similar to what the 3DS seems to have right now. Hey guys, it's J-Man Seductions on the J Zone, and I'll be doing my thoughts and overview on the 3DS. But first off, I'm just going to give you a little bit of the overview on some of the functions of the 3DS, like the analog stick and so on and so forth. The 3DS will be launching in March in America, that's confirmed, but in other places like Europe they're not so sure yet. What is important to note is that the top screen is the only screen that produces 3D with no glasses. There's a slider on the side of the top screen system where you can turn the 3D on and off. This is important because there's been loads of rumours and speculation about how the 3DS is going to make children's eyes explode, which is pretty stupid. But like with anything 3D and all these new things to do with TVs and stuff, there's always going to be health issues around with children and that, and Nintendo actually came out and said 6-year-olds and under shouldn't use this 3D gimmick, and obviously there's going to be parental controls that can stop them from doing this, and everyone else should only use it in 30-minute bursts, similar to the Virtual Boy, if any of you know what that is. If you don't know, go to AVGN, Angry Video Gamer, he did a little funny review on it. It still has the standard touchscreen, and it's important to note that there's two cameras, and there have been rumours circulating that you'll be able to take 3D videos with it, but it's pretty much confirmed that you can take 3D photos, so it's going to be interesting to see how that works as well. An important thing to note, which I wish Sony took advice from Nintendo, because they never did this, it's going to be backward compatible with the DS. Yes, and why I said Sony is because we all know that the PS3, the console we all know, love to play on, does not have backwards compatibility with the PS2 unless you've got the 60 gig, which is stupid, and it's Sony's way of getting us to buy things on the PSN store. So it's nice to see that Nintendo are going to allow us to play our games on the DS on the 3DS, and they also will have that whole online gimmick like on the DSi, where you can buy short DS game titles. Apparently they're going to have it like the Virtual Console, so you can buy Game Boy Advance games, Game Boy Color games, etc, etc. So seems pretty awesome. Also it's important to note that they have this thing called Street Pass, where if you walk past people, you'll be able to connect with their DS instantly. So the online capabilities are far beyond the PSP at this point, and the PSP is just sunk out of the water. If you've seen that Street Fighter trailer, the new Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter for 3DS, you notice that in the advert they show that this Street Pass whole thing, and it looks very, very interesting, and I want to see how they implement this into Pokemon Black and White especially. So yeah, overview of it, the actual console and its features itself looks amazing, especially the analog stick, the fact that they have a nice analog stick, better than the PSP one, and it's important to note that the analog stick is just above the D-pad. I don't know how this feels because I haven't actually got hands-on in it, but some of the journalists, like the Game Trailers ones and the ones on CNET.com, they say it's a very nice way to lay out the controls for the system, and they said it's pretty effective. The 3D effect, as one of the journalists at CNET.com described, Jeff Bacala I think his name is, he said that the 3D doesn't come out at you like in some movies. It's like it adds depth into the actual game you're playing, and it's kind of like a diorama, and you look into it and it's like the depth goes in. I'm just going by what he said. I don't know myself, we all don't know, we haven't played it. And the guy at Nintendo 3DS, that's his YouTube channel name, just Nintendo 3DS, he agreed and said the same thing. So this might not be the 3D where you're playing the game and you're getting punched at and you're dodging around like an idiot, and people on the train want to beat you up because you're getting in their way, and yeah, and you might look stupid when you're out. So Nintendo is a smart idea, because you don't want to be like this and getting in people's way on the streets when you're playing the game. It's pretty unpractical. The size of this system, like you've gathered, is a similar size to the DS, the normal DS, the DS Lite. So it's not too much of a problem. Same size. It seems like they just kept the same size, the same overall style, but they just made the top screen a little bit smaller than the bottom. No, the top screen a little bit bigger than this bottom one. So it seems like they just stuck to their simple plain roots, and this is just going to be a big expansion from what we've seen from the normal DS. The game lineup for this system is amazing. Super Street Fighter DS, Kid Icarus, One Piece, Ultimate Cruise, Ultimate Cruise, in which we're going to port part 1 and part 2 into one game. So that's quite good, because if you don't know about that, One Piece Ultimate Cruise, or Unlimited Cruise, sorry, is on the Wii, and it had 2 separate games on the Wii, and they're putting that all into one DS cartridge. They use the same cartridges that the DS uses, and they're putting that all into one thing. Actually, I'm not totally sure whether it looks like the same cartridge from what I've seen, but it probably has added space on it. But that's a lot of space crammed into one little cartridge, so that looks awesome. There's a new Naruto game for it. There's Kingdom Hearts game that they're going to put on it. There's the Professor Layton game. Oh yeah, and they're going to do a Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright combo game with it. Just tons of games, and there's been rumours of a new Sonic game, so yes, go Team Sonic. And Rayman's been confirmed as well. So many great games coming out on this platform. So I just can't wait for the 3DS. So all in all I'm going to say is that this channel, I'm going to be doing a few thoughts and impressions and news on the 3DS as it comes out, because I really can't wait for this console to come out. So I'm going to be doing a few videos on that, so just stick around for that, especially if you're a 3DS fan. So guys, what do you think of the 3DS? Are you excited? Are you hyped? Do you think the 3D is just another gimmick that they're trying to ram down our throats? Even though the movie industry is filled with that, but I'll get to that on another video. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you hate Nintendo? Are you Sony fanboy? But anyway, comment, rate, subscribe. This has been J-Man Seductions on the J-Zone. Good luck and God bless, and get your 3D on. That was horrible. I'm not good with these catchphrases, but whatever. Yeah, actually, tell me if you like that catchphrase. Get your 3D on.